It Came Up Out of the Sea. Part 1, by Dan Mason. Have you ever wondered about the phrase, "it came up out of the sea"? Well, so have I. It is most directly found in the Bible in the context of prophetic visions, particularly in the books of Daniel and Revelation. Below are the key scriptures that match your query. Daniel 7:3, ESV. And 4 great beasts came up out of the sea, different from one another. Context. In this vision, Daniel sees 4 beasts emerging from the sea, representing 4 kingdoms or powers that will arise in the future. The sea often symbolizes chaos, or the nations in biblical imagery. Revelation 13:1, ESV. And I saw a beast rising out of the sea with 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 diadems on its horns and blasphemous names on its heads. Context. John's vision in Revelation describes a beast emerging from the sea, symbolizing a powerful, evil entity or system, often interpreted as an antichrist figure or an oppressive world power. The scripture where a beast is described as coming up from the earth is found in the book of Revelation, Revelation 13:11, ESV. Then I saw another beast rising out of the earth. It had 2 horns like a lamb, and it spoke like a dragon. Context. In this vision, John sees a second beast emerging from the earth, distinct from the first beast that came out of the sea, Revelation 13:1. This beast, often referred to as the false prophet in later passages, e.g. Revelation 19:20, deceives people by performing signs and promoting worship of the first beast. The earth here may symbolize a more stable or inhabited world, contrasting with the chaotic sea of the first beast. In the context of Revelation 13:11, where the second beast rises out of the earth, the term earth carries symbolic meaning within the apocalyptic imagery of the book of Revelation. Biblical scholars and interpreters offer several perspectives on what the earth symbolizes, based on the literary and theological context of the passage. Here are the key interpretations. Contrast to the sea, chaos nations. In Revelation 13:1, the first beast emerges from the sea, which often symbolizes chaos, turmoil, or the Gentile nations in biblical literature, e.g. Daniel 7:3, Isaiah 17:12-13. The earth in Revelation 13:11, by contrast, may represent a more stable, ordered, or inhabited world, such as the land of Israel, a specific region, or civilized society. The earth could symbolize a deceptive stability or a false sense of security, as the second beast, the false prophet, appears less threatening, like a lamb, but promotes the agenda of the first beast, human systems or false religion. The beast from the earth is often interpreted as a symbol of false prophecy or corrupt religious systems that support the authority of the first beast. The earth might represent human institutions, organized religion, or societal structures that appear grounded and trustworthy but are manipulated to deceive people. This beast's lamb-like appearance, imitating Christ, the true Lamb, suggests a counterfeit spirituality rooted in earthly, human-centered power rather than divine truth. Geographical or cultural origin. Some interpretations suggest the earth points to a specific geographical or cultural origin, such as the land of Israel or a region associated with religious authority. For example, some early church commentators saw the second beast as arising from within the covenant community, e.g. apostate Judaism or a corrupted church. Alternatively, it could symbolize a localized power base that contrasts with the global chaotic influence of the sea beast. Biblical symbolism of earth. In broader biblical imagery, the earth can represent creation, Genesis 1:1, humanity, Psalm 115:16, or the realm of human activity. In Revelation, the earth is sometimes contrasted with heaven, e.g., Revelation 12:12, and can denote the physical world under the influence of evil powers. Here, the earth may symbolize the domain where the second beast operates, deceiving people through earthly means like signs, wonders, and economic control. Revelation 13:13-17. Eschatological context. In apocalyptic literature, the earth often represents the stage for end-time events. The second beast's emergence from the earth could signify its role in consolidating power within the human realm, enforcing the worship of the first beast through earthly mechanisms like propaganda, miracles, or economic systems, e.g., the mark of the beast in Revelation 13:16, 17. The earth in Revelation 13:11 likely symbolizes a realm of human activity, stability, or religious cultural authority, in contrast to the chaotic sea of the first beast. It represents the sphere where the second beast, false prophet, operates, using deception and earthly power to promote the first beast's agenda. The exact interpretation varies depending on theological perspectives, e.g., preterist, futurist, or symbolic, but it generally points to a deceptive, human-centered system that mimics divine authority. In Revelation 13:11, the second beast, which rises from the earth, is described as having two horns like a lamb and speaking like a dragon. The imagery of the two horns carries significant symbolic meaning within the context of the passage and the broader apocalyptic language of Revelation. Below is an explanation of what the two horns likely symbolize. Meaning of the two horns in Revelation 13:11, imitation of Christ, the Lamb. The beast's appearance with two horns like a lamb suggests it mimics or counterfeits the true Lamb, Jesus Christ, who is frequently referred to as the Lamb in Revelation, e.g., Revelation 5:6, 7:17. The lamb imagery evokes gentleness, innocence, and divine authority.